Welcome back to the Gus and Rus show. I'm Russ.
I'm Gus.
All right, and this week I had to watch the movie Bone Tomahawk, and Gus had listened to the album by Ghost Prequelle. And I think I'm gonna go first this week, just to
All
switch
right.
things up. And I really did enjoy Bone Tomahawk. I liked it a lot. Uh, this was a very good choice to recommend me, Gus. I liked it. I read a lot of complaints before I watched it that it's kind of like a little slow. I didn't really feel it was too slow. It seemed like the pacing was pretty good on it. Um, I mean, it's just barely over 2 hours, and I was only ever really bored once, and that was really early on during the setup. But once they started the expedition, it was just rolling from there. Um, I finally know what people use the word troglodyte. I never knew before because I don't look at things up. Um, I thought Kurt Russell did a great job in it, and I think it's one of the better movies I've seen him in. But I will say there were some pretty. There was the first, not the first death scene, but the death scene with the stable boy. That was a real fucking. That was some goofy effects on that death. Just how limp I guess not limply, but almost like how ragdoll it was when he just got jerked off screen. Um,
Oh yeah.
it was just kind of a goofy scene, but in the same vein, there was a scene that's just goofy as fuck, but I love it more than anything. It's when Arthur is out in the valley. It was after everyone had left, and he was just kind of walking around on his crutch, messing with it, and you can hear one of the cannibals' little whistles in the background, and he just loses his shit and just hits the ground, just kind of starts fumbling around. Um, it was a goofy fucking scene. I loved it. I thought it was a good movie. Overall, I'm gonna give it 8 out of 10. It wasn't the best, but I also really enjoyed it. Um, and it's Western and horror. It does. The more I think about it, it does seem like a gamble, but this gamble seemed to pay off pretty well, in my opinion.
I mean, I don't know, man. If Red Dead Redemption or the Nightmares taught me anything, it's that Western horror can definitely work.
You're not wrong. And yeah, again, there were a lot of complaints online talking about the pacing of the movie, especially when you look at the critical reviews of the movie. And I don't think I agree. The pacing seemed pretty solid as far as I was concerned.
Yeah, the only thing that I really I mean, yeah, I think it's kind of one of those films where it's like you either really love it or you hate it, especially with the gore, because some of the death scenes are pretty gnarly.
I mean, it's one of those things though. I guess I'm a little biased because I do enjoy horror movies a lot, so I'm kind of numb to that by now. But
Well,
I can definitely see if you're not used to it, it can definitely shock you and probably put you off the movie.
even the scalping scene in the
The
cave.
scalping, I mean, scalping scene was fine. If you can survive Saw, you can survive this.
I don't know if he could survive with what he went through, man.
Well, you know what I meant.
Yeah, I know, like just the crunch of it, that is brutal.
I mean, maybe turn the volume down on that part, but the crunch adds to it.
He's getting like bisected or vivisected, I guess. Or no, bisected, like implied. It's a really like brutal film. Most directors' movies have been pretty brutal, and he's a pretty solid director in my opinion. He's 3 for 3 so far. He did sorry, Brawl in Cell Block 99 with Vince Vaughn, and then he did another film with with Vince Vaughn and Mel Gibson called Dragged Across Concrete. It was also pretty good. Um, these films are, I mean, they're brutal. They're kind of out there, and they're not super accessible. Uh, but I think for like his audience, I think for what he's going for, they really work. So it's like it's a certain type of audience. That audience really loves the stuff.
Oh yeah, because doesn't Brawl in Cell Block 99 get really gruesome towards the end? I haven't seen it, but I've heard about that.
Oh yeah, no, it gets pretty brutal, man. Like there's even for me, it's like I mean, I'm pretty desensitized to most violence. Like I mean, I've seen Hostel, that's nothing.
Oh yeah.
Um, but it's it's a really crazy film overall. I think the theme of like brain over brawn, kind of like how to. I mean, I guess maybe the only thing I could think of is like some people may be offended by the uh, depiction of Native Americans in this film. Though I guess I'd argue that they go to lengths to say it's not all Native Americans, just like this particular clan is like kind of crazy. So it's whatever.
Oh yeah,
But
because they kind of took that shot at the like when he's talking and they're in the saloon, where one of them where like I think it's John goes, "You're afraid of your own people?" And it's like that's not my people. I promise you, that is an abomination. Um. Also, man, fuck John. I hated John the entire time. I'm glad he died.
I cannot drive. I will.
yeah, John is I mean, you know,
When we got back from the kayaking, I went down to
he got his eventually.
He did. He did. I still don't like him though.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
what did you
Sorry.
think? You're all good. But what did you think of the album Prequelle? You know personally, I love the album a lot. What did you think of it?
That was really good. I still probably overall really like the album's previous. I'm trying to think of what their previous album, the one like with Meloria. That's it. I probably still like that album more. I guess because it's the first time I heard it was live in the stadium, so it kind of enhanced the experience. But the album's still really good. I can't find many complaints about it. I love the sound, the instrumental track, which is called something I can't pronounce. Hilvesta it's something.
I'm looking right now. It's yeah, no, I can't pronounce Helvetes.
It's like Swedish or something, some bullshit language no one cares about. But I really liked, Rats, Faith, Dance Macabre, really most of the tracks were really good. I mean, I can't, I think after Dance Macabre, it gets kind of like a bit more hit and miss, but I think this first like 5 or 6 tracks are just fucking banger after banger. So, I mean, if you like the sound, then you're gonna love like the arena metal, like kind of like with a little surprising. I think it's not straight metal. I think there's like a bit more kind of like maybe rock than metal, but it is really fucking good regardless. It's something like probably like has a kind of class melt down to it. It's built for I think a stadium, so I think if you see them like in tour, you're probably gonna really dig this the songs on this album. But even listening to it kind of from something else, headphones, listening album digitally is still really quite a great experience. I mean, to me, like I give this album like a 9 out of 10. I mean, I think there's some slight pacing issues. The tracks are not like all amazing, but they're still really good. The first half of the album is like damn near perfect, and the second half is still really good, just not quite as strong as that first half. But that's a very minor complaint. It's a hell of an album. Even if I'm not a metal fan, I still recommend it. I think it's worth the sound compared to the previous work. I'm really interested to see what they do next.
Yeah, no, it was a highly regarded album. It does have its pacing issues. I think the placement of the 2 instrumentals kind of throws things off a little bit. It had a phenomenally successful tour with a Pell tour named Death. Phenomenally successful tour. People kind of gave it shit for I guess the artwork it used, and a lot of people claimed it was misleading. They thought it was going to be heavier than it was. but most Ghost fans already kind of expected what was happening with it. It wasn't going to be quite as heavy, and they knew that. Um, it's one of those things. If you're really familiar with Ghost, a lot of it makes sense, like what they're trying to do sound wise. If you're not, it can be quite a jolt. But
Yeah,
overall, I personally love the album. I think it's great. My favorite song is probably Which Image, actually. Rats was supposed to be the Square Hammer Killer. It was supposed to be the song that rivaled Square Hammer, a song that you're quite fond of.
oh hell yeah.
It never quite got there. It did do well. That's going to be a question later. Um, it did well, but it was never quite. They wanted this to basically be as successful as Meliora. It was successful, but I didn't. I don't think I quite hit the peak they wanted to hit. But
I got you.
overall, I'm gonna agree with you. I give the album a 9 out of 10. I think it's a phenomenal album. Um, what's interesting is the band. They never really take part in recording the album. This is basically just Tobias Forge and some session musicians just hammering it all out. Which
Yeah, he's
I
kind of
think
like
it's
the
a
main
very
guy.
oh yeah, he is the guy.
Oh.
I wouldn't be shocked if every single trademark's just held in his name directly. So one of your favorite parts of Bone Tomahawk was the characters.
Yeah, like as we're kind of discussing off mic, it was um, my favorite part was with the characters and how Gordon was, how like there's actually like an emotional resonance to the film, which I think like a lesser director probably would have done away with in favor of like more guts and gore, which this film definitely delivers. I think they have that kind of extra layer on top, like character and good dialogue and writing and good motivation. Definitely like upscale the film to be a lot more memorable than it would be otherwise.
Oh yeah. Who was your favorite character?
Probably Caruso Sheriff Hunt.
All right.
All right, all right, all right.
I think mine was old Chicory.
Oh yeah, Richard Jenkins. Yeah,
Yeah,
is
he just seems sweet. He just seems just old and kind and just kind of there for the ride.
no, he's a pretty cool dude. I mean, he's like been in a lot of really great stuff. Now, most people will probably know him from being in The Shape of Water.
I did not see that. Where I like it.
I don't know. Also, he was one of the guys in Cabin in the Woods. He was one of like the managers outside of along with Bradley Whitford.
I have Cabin in the Woods. I just haven't actually watched it yet. I need to get around to that.
You need to watch that. That film was fucking legit.
That's one of those movies I have on my shelf. I just have not got around to actually watch yet.
Damn shame. All right.
Want to move on to questions?
Let's do it.
All right. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
All right. Um. Okay, then I'll start. I'll ask you the questions. Then. All right. First question. We hinted earlier in the episode that the song "Rats" was supposed to essentially be kind of like on the same scale as Square Hammer, if not be the Square Hammer Killer. They wanted that to be their big song.
Yeah.
It didn't do quite as well as Square Hammer, but it did achieve some success. How many weeks did it spend at number one on the mainstream top rocks chart?
Uh, 10.
Ooh, you were close. It was actually 7. It spent 7 weeks at number one on the Billboard mainstream rock chart.
All right.
All right. In the song Which Image, the song revolves around one main character hinted at by a very specific phrase early in the song. Who is the song about?
Um, is it the devil?
Um, I, I, I almost want to give you half credit because you're definitely on the right area. It's if I tell you the phrase, you might be able to get it. Um,
Okay.
but if I give you the phrase, since it's such an obvious phrase, I might have to only give you half credit for the question.
All right.
He's riding a pale horse.
Is it Jesus?
No,
Okay.
it's I can't give it to you. It's death.
No.
There's a famous tale and folklore about death riding a pale horse.
Yeah, Rose Red. Yeah, Come and See, and I saw.
Yes.
Yeah.
So death is the main character of the song Which Image. All right. Ready for the next question?
Let's do it.
What were the three singles released for this album?
Uh, Rats was one of them.
Yes.
Uh, um, feel like Faith was probably another.
Yeah. Okay, you're 2 for 3. What's the third one?
Uh, Dance Macabre, Dance Macabre. I don't know.
It's pronounced Dance Macabre, and yes, you got that correct.
As you can see, I obviously am very educated.
Those were the three singles that were released. So you got that right. You're 1 for 3.
All right.
Okay. Prequelle was nominated for Best Rock Album at the Grammys. Which edition of what edition of the Grammy Awards was this? What year?
Uh, 20.
Well,
Hold
no,
up. So
no, like what edition? Like it's always like a number. It's the
uh,
such and such annual Grammys.
if I say it was for the Grammys in the Grammys in 2019, because I imagine because the album came out in 2018. No clue. I have no idea which edition. I just know the 2019 Grammys.
Oh, I'm gonna give it to you since I guess it's a little bit of an unfair question. I'm gonna give it to you since you know the year. It was the 61st edition of the Grammy Awards.
Yeah, there's no way. I would have guessed it's like the 50th.
But I will give you the question since you got the year correct.
All right.
So you are 2 for 4.
Okay.
And finally, what day was the album released in 2018?
Oh shit. It was released. Could I have like a season?
I can give you a month.
I think it's the exact date.
Um,
Give me a month.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna change the question up. I'm gonna do a different question. Okay. Every album cycle has its very own Papa Emeritus. Papa Emeritus did not appear in this album. What character did Tobias Forge play for this album? That's a much more fair question.
Did he play like he played?
Like, who was a stage character that he did for this album cycle?
Didn't he play like a cardinal?
Yes. I will give you half credit. I'll give you full credit if you can give me the Cardinal's name. It's one word. It starts with
Starts with a what?
It starts with a C.
Oh fuck! I know Cardinal Constantine. I had no idea.
Cardinal Copia.
A lot better.
But you got Cardinal. I'll give it to you. 3 for 5.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
Well, that was it.
But,
That was it on my end. Okay, so all right. So first question: who directed Bone Tomahawk?
Gus, you always ask me the directors, and I never fucking know it. I really need to pick my game up on that one.
Okay, so it's 0 for 1. The answer's
It starts with Zach. It's the first name Zach.
What?
Does the first name start with Zach?
No, the first name is not Zach.
Damn it. Then I do not know. 0 for 1.
That's Craig Zahler.
Okay.
Okay. What is the name of the town the main characters come from? What's the name of the little town?
It's a Bright Hope.
Yep. Okay. So how does Hunt try to take? So after the initial meet, but they're all trapped in the cave. How does Hunt try to trick the troglodytes into how does he try to trick them and escape?
He and Chicory were passing around a little vial that had opium in it, and they attempted to get the troglodytes to overdose on opium.
That is correct. Okay.
That was actually a very clever move in the movie.
Okay. What's embedded in the troglodytes' throats?
The troglodytes' throats have a fucking little gross ass whistle in them, because that was a gross fucking scene.
All right, so that makes you 3 for 4.
Yes.
Okay, so who ultimately makes it out of the cave alive?
Okay. Arthur, Chicory, and Arthur's wife all make it out alive. Hunt dies, and then John died earlier in the movie.
Did you give me the wife's name?
No, I cannot. No, I cannot.
You got 2 or 3. I think that's fair.
So I finally claw a win back on you. Oh fuck, we have overtime. Shit.
No. It's you won 4 for 5. I got 3 for 5.
Okay.
So I think I can attempt your bonus question to see if I get it, but that's it.
No, you don't have to. Oh yeah, no, you're right. You do get one. Let me see.
You literally
I also never have bonus questions prepared. I'm really not great at my job. Let's see. You know what, Gus? I'm gonna be a dick. I said it earlier in this episode before you went on your little dinner adventure.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if you can recall what I fucking said.
All right.
This album, Prequelle, had a very, very, very successful tour associated with it, where the second half of the tour ended up spending with Metallica. Phenomenally successful tour. They did very well. I think it was their first major stadium headlining tour.
Okay.
What was the name of the tour? I said it earlier in this episode, and it also relates to the question about which image that I asked you literally 4 questions ago.
Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Was it the Death Tour?
Okay, you're on the right track. Okay, let me write something down real quick so I can count words correctly. There's a pen. Okay. Death is in it. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 5. It's a 5-word phrase. Death is the last word.
Okay.
And I'll give you another hint. Tour is the 3rd word in the 5-word phrase.
Okay. The first. Okay. Is it so you said about death. So is it the Pale Forest Tour with death?
The Pale Tour what death? What's that 4th word?
Okay, so just to clarify, so with is not the fourth word.
No. You have every word correct except the fourth word. A pale tor blank death.
Like Peltor called death.
I'm gonna give that to you since you named. You got it. Named. It's a pale tor named death.
Okay. All right.
All right. We're back level. Give me your question.
Actually, you're gonna hate me for this.
I probably am.
Okay. So the character Tall Tree is the Native American professor that the group talks to.
Yes.
What's the name of his actor?
God damn it.
I'd say one of his names. Either his first name or his surname.
I can wait. I don't have to have the full name. I can just give one of the two names.
Yeah.
Is his first name Zach?
No, it's close. It's not Zach.
God damn it. I don't know.
Zahn. I think I may be mispronouncing it as Zahn. Zahn McLaren.
Okay.
And he is a member of the Honk Papa Lakota tribe.
Well, you know what's upsetting, Gus?
What?
Well, I'm not even shocked I lost on the overtime, because I've lost almost every single round by overtime. I think all of them.
At this point, you're basically.
I'm just kind of into it. But I actually really like this movie, and I did better in the first 5 questions than usual.
Oh yeah.
God damn it.
Now the difficulty is gonna go up. Now it's gonna go up.
Why? Because I did better in this one?
Yeah.
God damn it. Well, shit. Do you know what you're gonna have me eat right now, or are we gonna announce later?
We could do that Gus and Rus again.
I don't know if I want to do spicy again. That was painful.
I know you don't want to do spicy again. Let's go. Oh, my initial idea. Crickets.
Okay, we'll get to. You heard it here first. We'll get some crickets for the show. Gus will have them prepared however he chooses to, and you'll look forward to that.
Yeah, I mean, prepared as they're gonna be not very prepared.
Are they gonna be dried, or are you gonna throw them in a pan, or what's gonna happen?
Well, Pet Store sells live crickets.
Live crickets?
I think they do.
I hope I don't get a disease, Gus.
We can just wash them into the sink.
Oh shit.
We'll get some cooked crickets.
Well, we can just boil some crickets, and it's not even flavorful. It's just they're not gonna kill me.
Oh my god, we're just gonna dump them.
We're gonna catch cruelty charges.
We're gonna do a glass little jar with them, and they're a little the pot. We're just gonna take them one by one. The one of the family members and just dump them into the little vat. I'm gonna crawl out and be like the cricket joker. It's gonna be a whole thing, man.
Oh shit. All right then. Well then. I'm not shocked I lost. I'm numb to it now. I knew not to get my hopes up. I knew not to get excited when I won the initial stage, and my lack of excitement has paid off in the fact that I got what I expected. I hope you're having fun in your vacation, you absolute prick.
I'm having a blast, Russ, because I don't have to eat fucking crickets.
I'm just back here being poor in my 2x2 apartment.
Oh my god. See, you have a 2-bedroom apartment all to yourself, and you're acting like you're poor.
No, 2x2 is in 2 foot by 2 foot. I'm just standing on my laptop.
Well, it's not clear for that cardboard box we used to record in.
You're not wrong, are you?
No.
Okay. That concludes this episode of the Gus and Rus Show. I've been Russ.
I unfortunately have also been Rus.
I think we all feel that way, Gus.
But then
And
more so, dude, poor son of a bitch.
yeah, my stomach will never forgive me.
Russ, let it be known, you are so horrendously ugly that your junky Russian parents didn't even think to sell you for crack before offloading you to an orphanage somewhere.
We're gonna end on that insult. We're gonna call her on that one, buddy.
On that note, I've been Gus.
And
Hey,
we'll see y'all next time.
bye.
Bye.